Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. TGIF, if you are live with me. If you don't see a red box right there, that means you are catching the replay. So just come on in, y'all. Comment hashtag replay. We'll welcome you in. How is everybody doing? I am jumping on last minute, y'all. Last minute. I wasn't going to, but I wanted to come hang out with y'all. So let's get to doing this, y'all. We're going to create with the angel tonight, the painterly angel. So when you get here, hit the heart button for me, comment the word angel, A-N-G-E-L, and let's get busy. So I've got some angel wings here. These are chockable shapes. We're going to use these along with this gorgeous frame and magnets because the frame's magnetic. Whoop, whoop. All right, y'all, what's going on? Who is ready to celebrate the weekend? It is the weekend. Let me get these open. I don't know. Something I saw today, actually about 10 minutes ago, online, I was like, it inspired me to come on here and show you the angel. So that is what we're doing. So let me put that in my stash of cardboard. Let me get all my stuff ready. This is a size C, 12 by 18. Let me scooch all back so that you can see everything. Very busy in our house today, y'all. We had to go birthday shopping for Mr. A to Z Designs. His birthday is tomorrow, 9/23. We made him a birthday cake. So we're very busy tomorrow with baseball. So we're going to celebrate after I'm done. We're going to play Mario Kart, video games, and eat cake. Oh, what a life, right? So check this out. This is the angel, and I'm going to show you what I think is the right way to do this. Well, there really is no wrong or right way, but I have it in my head. This is a size C, 12 by 18, okay? And there is a cut line right down the center. I am going to cut mine by just sliding my thumb in between the transfer and the backer sheet and just slice along that line. Whoop, just like so, okay? What's up, everybody? Oh, good, Missy. I think you're going to like it. I remember showing this, and several people had mentioned that they cannot wait to see how I do it. So I hope I do justice with this, y'all. So first things first, what do I want to do? I want to start with the most, I'm going to start with the side that has the most silk screen. So anywhere that you see white here, that is the silk screen. So I'm going to start with this, and we're going to put it on this gorgeous, gorgeous magnetic Verity frame. Okay. This is called a Verity frame. But before we do that, y'all, before we apply this onto our frame, tell me in the comments what we have to do. Tell me all the things. All right, so I've got my wings. So these are going to go right here on her and right here. All right, so those are the wings. I added magnets to the supply list because the frame is magnetic. I added different colors. So we've got shimmer copper. Let me open this up. Fuzz it. Yes, we're going to fuzz it. Thank you so much for the stars, Tina. Thank you. Very sweet of you. All right, I just got that everywhere. So let me just take that off. Okay, so I've got shimmer copper. I have gold. Let me show them to you this way. Hold on, let me back up. Back up the truck, y'all. All right, so here are the shimmers that I got. Top one is copper. Middle one is shimmer rose gold. Bottom one is gold. So I grabbed 3 like colors. And then my matte colors, I grabbed white and camel. So when you put them all together, I don't know. I'm thinking. We'll see. Hey, sis. What's up, Rach? We're doing the angel because I am such an angel. Oh, Diana, there is a starter package. So just send me a message to this page and I will chat with you. All right, y'all, ready for this? So I'm going to peel this off, okay? This is reusable. Try and peel vertical, horizontal. Don't peel diagonally. It's not the end of the world if you peel diagonally. Just know that if you get crazy and something gets stuck and you go to peel it off diagonally, you could potentially stretch your transfer. Just, it's something I say, okay? So what I'm going to do is just hang it here for just a second. Sticky sides facing out. Let me move this there. Grab my fuzzing cloth, okay? And I'm going to lay it down. All right, there's Zach. No, Marcy, this shirt is in Zach and I's on our website. It's Amy2, the number 2, ZachDesigns.com. We have a website. All right, here we go. So I'm going to fuzz this. I'm applying lint to the back of this so that it's not super, super sticky when I go to apply it on my surface, which in this case is our reusable chalkboard. Hey, Crystal. How are you? So y'all hit the heart button for me. Sprinkle the video. I'm happy to be here with y'all. I just couldn't resist. Like, I was feeling lonely, even though I've been really busy. Shouldn't feel lonely. And I'm like, I need to go talk to my friends. I just need to go talk to y'all. All right, here we go. So we have fuzzed this. Okay, and I'm going to slide this over. And this is going to go right here on our frame. Okay, so I'm going to just fix our little painterly angel. You know, I thought about something. Hold on. Please hold. I want to see something. Do I? No, I'm not going to. You could take this out if you wanted to. I'm not going to go I'm not going to do that to myself tonight. Nope. Especially when I've got video games and a birthday to celebrate. Mario Kart. We're going to play Mario Kart, and for Zach's birthday, the boys picked him out the actual, like, little steering wheels that go along with the game. In case, you know, if you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, perfectly fine. But it's a video game, and it's like a racing game, and they have these little steering wheels that you put the controllers in, and we're going to play. We enjoy doing that as a family. And I like to play against Zach. I'm sure he hears this right now, but. All right, so now what I'm doing is I'm pressing everything down along the transfer. I say I'm pressing everything. I'm pressing the one thing that's on our surface, which is the transfer, because I don't want it to be bumpy. I want all of those air bubbles out. And I'm going to hold it up, and hopefully it is in good shape, okay? Yeah. Come on, Rach. Come on over. All right, so let me just see. She might be a little to the right of our board, but it's fine. Let me just make sure that her wings are still going to go on here. No problem. I may have to move it over just a tad, y'all. Maybe not. Okay, you're going to see me do this. I'm going to move her over just a little bit. So we're going to go through the same exact exercise that we just did. Okay, I think that's better. But what you want to make sure of is that you don't have any air bubbles. So if you do, you just lift it up and lay it back down. Lift it up, press it out. Lift it up, lay it back down. Okay? All right, I think we're good to go now. All right? Thank you for your patience. Judy, t-shirts can be ordered in other colors as long as it makes sense. Like, if it's a black design t-shirt, we're not going to pair it up with black. But there is options on some of them to change up the color. All right, let's go in with bright white. All over this. We're just going to go all over this. Okay, so this is going to be a little tricky for some of y'all to understand. It is for me. That's why I'm pointing it out. So notice the angel is right in the center, and I don't know if you can see it, but notice how, let me turn it on its side. This long strip right here, that is not silk screen. So right now, everything that is not silk screen, which is where all the green stuff is going to show up the color of our surface, the background, which in this case is black. Okay. But transfer number 2 that we're going to apply in a minute, this is what's going to give the definition of the face, her arms, and then of course the wings, and there's a few other things. So I just want to point that out. I think that's important for y'all to know. Okay. All right. So I'm going to grab some bright white, running low on my bright white. I did order some more, y'all. So hopefully we'll be good. I'll just have to find projects that don't require bright white. Never, ever, ever, ever have I ran low of a color, y'all. Oh, guess what? New day. It happens. I think part of it too is because I've been creating a lot more in the past month, and I'm going through a lot of my stuff faster. So it's a good thing, right? I'm just going to have to keep track of what I have and what I don't have. So we're going to drag this white paste all over the screen. Okay. And we are creating the Painterly Angel. If you're just hopping on, comment the word angel, A-N-G-E-L. Y'all, and I'm going to be honest, I had to look at that word multiple times because I kept wanting to put in the word angle. I'm like, well, come on now. So A-N-G-E-L. All right, we're going to lift up the excess. Turn it for just a second. Make sure that all of my silk screen is covered. Even here on the sides. All right. Put the excess back in the jar. And we're going to lift this first part off. Ooh, man, y'all. She's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. Okay. But what I want to do really quick is clean this because I don't want this paste to dry. So, yay! Linda, I am in Texas. I'm in Texas. All right, so I just sprayed this all over. This is just distilled, purified water. You can use tap water to clean your transfers. Just don't use tap water in your jars, y'all. There'll be funky stuff growing up in there. Okay. On the backboard available is the transfer for the black board. I don't know what you're talking about, Linda. Is the transfer for the blackboard. Girlfriend, we got a lot of blackboards. What are you talking about? Like here? That blackboard? The porch cleaner? Yes, it's called Christmas Cottage, I believe. That is called a porch cleaner. Yep, tomorrow is Zach's birthday. It's a very special day for him. We have a baseball game, but we're getting all the family together and we're going to have some pizza. We're going to check out a new pizza place in town. Made reservations today and they're like, oh ma'am, I don't know if we can accommodate all those people. We may have to split you up in tables. And I'm like, that's fine. I don't expect you to have one table that's going to fit over 20 people. So they were very nice about it. All right, now I have it facing sticky side up. We're going to do the same thing, okay? And we have our board eraser. Somebody asked the other day, and that was a great question, and it was on the replay. How do you clean your board erasers? Well, this is a board eraser. It comes in a pack. All I do is take this to the sink, run it under water, and squeeze out the paste. Run it under water, squeeze. Run it, squeeze. Run it under water, squeeze. And then I just lay it on. I have these dish drying mats like in my kitchen as well. And I just lay it there overnight to dry. And then in the morning, I pick up all of my squeegees, all of my board erasers, whatever I cleaned, paintbrushes, and then I just bring them back to my craft room. Y'all, I'm a very routine person. Usually I have most organization in my life. So I try and stay like organized. I have to keep with the routine, right? His favorite, he does like sushi, Missy. He does, but he loves pizza. All right, let me grab the backer sheet. It fell down. And plus not everybody likes sushi. So he can go have sushi any other day of the week. And I will take him and watch him eat. But not with 20 people. All right, so check it out. This is number 1, step number 1. Oh my goodness, y'all. What do you think of that? Hit the heart button, y'all. So this is step number 1. I mean, she's gorgeous just like that. But you can get everything we're doing in the supply list. And it's kind of crooked now that I think about it, but it's fine. I don't care. By typing in the word angel. So there is kind of a frame around her, and I got her way off to the side. Beauty of this surface right here, y'all, is you can wash this off and do it again. Wash it off and put Merry Christmas on it with another transfer. Wash this off and put something about the gingerbread. You can wash this off and put one of the sayings from our porch cleaner. It is so amazing. I love it. And it is fast. Doesn't take any time. There's no overthinking. Like, if you like to craft and make pretty things and not put a whole lot of thought into it, this right here is your calling. Just saying. Like, I like to craft. I like to make pretty things. But don't ask me to put something together from scratch. Give me a surface. Give me a design. Give me some colors to choose from with a couple little tools here and there. And I'll slap that design on anything. And poof. I have home decor. It's pretty fun. Okay, so this is going to be really important, this next step. Ooh, she's very pretty. Oh, she's very pretty. Okay, so my bright white is done. We're going to grab the next piece of our transfer, which is the piece that has most of her showing. I am going to fuzz this like crazy because we're applying a sticky transfer. This is called a transfer. A sticky transfer on top of the already first layer paste. I don't want this to pull up that paste. Now, would I suggest waxing your first layer this to help prevent that? I don't know, because I don't want to get wax on this surface because it's going to leave like a shine, and I'm not sure like I'll be ever to get that shine out. I know, Jeannie, I don't know. It does, Judy, you're right. I don't know. Has anybody ever waxed one of our reusable surfaces? I'm afraid to. I mean, I could probably do a very, very, very light coat where it just gets on the actual chalk paste itself, because when our chalk paste dries, it is a little bit of a raised surface, and it's not like flat against the surface. I mean, it's flat, but I don't know how to say it. It's not smooth. Like it dries. I already said it, like another layer. I could try and just take the wax over the paste itself. What do you do if you get fuzz stuck to your transfer, Anne? Well, I'm getting fuzz right here stuck to my transfer. Like I want it, because I want to reduce or decrease the stickiness of my design. So maybe, yes, Eva, you can feel it. So maybe you're meaning like a paper towel fuzz? Is that what you're talking about? Help me a little bit more. Hi, Connie. I don't know, Jeannie. What do you think? Do we wax? So I'm kind of like taking my time with this, y'all, and doing this a lot. And I know it's not exciting to see, but I'm really nervous about this. So hold on. Let me see. So see, I mean, it is like, woo. Okay, so maybe we just do a very light coat. Let's just test it. But before we can test it, we got to find the wax. Okay, lightly. All right. Thanks, Kathy. All right, so this is our wax. We're gonna test it. I've never put wax on a reusable surface like this. I have on our shapes. This is a different material, but this is like porcelain steel magnetic. All right, so I'm just gonna get a very, very light coat of wax. So this is our surface wax. It is clear, there's no smell. It's not gonna knock you over. You're not gonna pass out like some of those other waxes. Okay, so I'm just gonna take it. I'm not even putting any force to this. I'm just going to kind of glide my, what you call it, applicator across the paste. This is layer number 1, okay? I'm not pushing, I'm not grabbing a whole bunch from my can. I'm just gliding it over the wax. Okay, like I don't see it on my surface. I can feel it though on the paste itself, which is okay. I mean, it's going to act as a barrier. So when I put my transfer down, it doesn't remove the paste. That ideally is what it's supposed to do. All right, let's see. Okay, let's see what happens. That's what I'm doing, Mary. Yep. Yeah, no, Barbara, that is such an awesome point. Barbara said it's such a random background. Don't think it would mind if some of the paste pulled up. You are absolutely correct. That great point. I love that you said that. Thank you so much. You're absolutely right, because it's kind of like chaos, right, in the background. Like there's no... Like we got some lines over here. We've got some little lines over here. We've got some script right here or font. I don't know what this is. Chaos, which is fine. It's gorgeous. But if like some of the paste right here pulled up, you probably wouldn't even be able to see it. Like it wouldn't be like, oh, she screwed up, you know? Like she messed up. You know, because some people are really critical about stuff like that. Not me. You know me. I don't do perfect over here. All right, so let's do this. So I'm going to actually go and do the wings first, okay? So you can purchase, in the supply list, you can purchase the wings. These are the cutouts, okay? Now, ideally, these are reusable, right? So you could, if you wanted to, if you put gold on these, you could change them up and put, I don't know, copper. Okay, so I'm just going to line these up right here with my transfer. And I may have to flip these around. Sometimes you gotta flip them over. Okay, let's try this one. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna push all the air bubbles out. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and line this one up, see where it goes. And then I don't know what color. I should do. Okay, let's do Shimmer Rose Gold. Now, I may not like this, and we may end up putting something else on it, but let's see what happens with the Shimmer Rose Gold. This is very old paste, y'all. Bottom of the barrel. I typically don't use a bunch of shimmer. Zach does. But I thought this would be gorgeous with some shimmer on her. So let's see what happens. You could do these, I mean, like I said, any color you want. So we're just going to push that paste through the screen like so. And then we're just gonna lift this off. I am going to clean this before we put it on the larger surface, okay? That way it's clean, you got a clean slate. So here we go. Hopefully, I like this. This is Shimmer Rose Gold. Okay, so let's put that up, close this jar. Hi, Juanita. No worries, Peggy, you can shop the replay of our live sale. No worries, we still have orders coming in, like as we speak. All right, so look at the wings. It's gonna be extremely hard to see the shimmer, but it's there, y'all, and it is so pretty. Okay, so there's Shimmer Rose Gold. Now, I'm gonna clean this, as I mentioned, because I want for this to be extremely clean before we lay it down. So we're gonna have to fuzz it again. I didn't even think about that. You do wanna fuzz it, okay? Thank you. Oh, your mom is recovering, yes. Thinking about you. All right, so I'm just taking a paper towel and cleaning off some of that initial shimmer, okay? Just kind of helping it come off. Then I'm going to spray it again and clean it with the board eraser. Thanks, Bonnie. Bonnie made the cutest owls from our Etsy shop. Super cute. All right, and she shared them with me. Thank you, ma'am. All right, so we're gonna wipe this down, okay, so that it's dry. We're gonna flip this over. See how it added like the outline of her wings? I have these dish drying mats for a reason. I love to get them dirty. And then I just throw them in the washer with my towels. And y'all, I don't have any fancy towels up in this house. I have twin boys, they're 10. I have a husband who's a child as well, but a fun child. So I just put them in there. We have a pool, so I wash them with beach towels. And I just love these dish drying mat. They're on our Amazon storefront when you type in the word angel. Just click on shop products. Okay, so we have to fuzz this again. We got to go through that process again because when you clean your transfers, you basically remove all of that fuzz that you put on there to begin with. Okay. Hi, Deborah. Thanks, Brenda. It is. It is. All right, so here we go. Fuzz it again. And then we're going to lay it down on our surface. And we are going to cross our fingers, cross everything you got, y'all. See if this works. Okay? I hope so. She's got some hair on the design. We're going to see what we come up with. But a lot of this transfer is the sticky, right? Because only certain parts of this where you can see through has the silk screen. So majority of it is sticky. Okay? Right, Barbara? That's so true. So true. I took the boys shopping for their dad today, and we had a blast. Thanks, Judy. It was fun to see what they wanted to get their dad. And you know what? Surprisingly, which, you know, I thought they would want to be shopping for themselves, but for their dad. But no, they didn't. All right, here we go. So we're going to lay her down, and we're just going to line her up. Now, I'm not doing the wings because the wings are going to be the cutouts. But I still want to put her over the background area because there are some parts to this transfer that I want to paste right there. Okay, so we're a little crooked over here. Let me just grab this. There we go. Perfect. right there. Okay, so there's a spot right there I want to do. There's a spot over here, right there. We don't care about the wings. I'm lightly pressing down around the paste, y'all, so that it doesn't stick super duper well. Okay, here we go. So I want to take, where's my shimmer copper? Right here. I want to take the shimmer copper, and we are going to very quickly go up in the areas of the second transfer. And I'll show you. Now, our shimmer does take longer to dry, so I should be okay doing this first and then working on the angel herself. There's like random spots on this transfer that you can add additional color to that will show up on your overall design. I'm super excited to see what it does. Okay. Now for her, I think I'm just going to do, should we give her rose gold hair? Why not? She needs to be beautified. So I'm just going to take my detail tool and I'm just going to do her hair. My best to do her hair. And then I'll do her face. But y'all, this is so cool. This is so much fun. I love doing stuff like this. All right, so let's go in with the camel. Where did camel go? Right here. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna do camel. Or, I wonder if Dune will show up. I'm talking to myself, y'all. Give me a second. Okay, so this is a multi-tool. This is a little bit bigger squeegee. And I'm just going in between her lovely locks of hair. I'm getting real serious up in here, y'all. And then I'm going to take this all the way down her arms and then do her other arm. And then we'll peel and reveal and see what happened. See if it worked, if our experiment worked. All right, let me shut this. Is there a spot in the upper left corner? No, there's not actually, Barbara. There's not. There is not. That had me looking twice as well. All right, let me just shuttle this up. And let's peel this off. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is so cool. Y'all, and it did not pick up. Well, it kind of did very little bit. Let me show you. You see the white on the back of the transfer? So it did pick up a little bit, but you can't tell, as Barbara was saying. That is awesome. That is super duper cool. All right. So let me take this and we're going to clean this really quick. I want to get this white paste off of the front, or off of the back, I'm sorry. Okay, so we're going to do that. Grab some. The colors for her arms were in Dune. All right, let me just get this shimmer off of the front of the transfer, and then we're going to flip it and clean the back. Okay. Thank you. Isn't it pretty? Now we got to add her wings with the magnets, and I think she's going to be set to go on the wall, looking out. All right, so we clean the front. Now we're going to flip it over and we're going to clean the back side where we have some of that white paste. Like I said, it's not a big deal. It looks fine. Because, as Barbara mentioned, it's kind of chaotic already. And yes, the chalk paste that is stuck on the back of this is going to come off because it's chalk paste. Now, if you would have done this on a wood surface and painted it with chalk paint, and some of that paint came off on your transfer, you may have a harder time getting it off. But if you paint or use our chalk paste, you should be fine. Thanks, Vivian. All right, here we go. So dry this off, okay? Before you put it back on your backer sheet, which is that thing that flew way over here. Hold on. It went into the closet, y'all. That's how far it went. And then you just lay it right here. Line it up. Dry it off. And then stick it back in the little sheet that it came in. Okay? All right, so let's make sure that this is dry. And I'll show you what we have. So we do have magnets. The pack of 12, y'all. So, thanks, Karen. All right, dry this, dry this. I just don't want to touch it and mess it up. Ooh, her hair and her, like, oh, it just looks good. Those little bitty detail tools and multi-tools work wonders. So I'm going to scoot up so I can show y'all. So I'm going to do 2 magnets on each. One there, one there. And let us see, y'all. Get ready to hit that heart button. I cannot wait to see. I'm so excited. So pretty. Yeah. Pretty, pretty. Look at this. This is so cool, y'all. There she is. Oh, she's beautiful. How cool. So see what that second transfer did? It added the additional colors in here. Isn't that so cool? Y'all. Super pretty. And of course in person you can see the shimmer. But y'all look at her hair, look at her body. Isn't she gorgeous? It looks like she's got a long black dress on too. I love it, I love it. So type in Angel, A-N-G-E-L. Go grab all the supplies. You get whatever you want. Take whatever out that you may already have. I love her. Bye, friends.